everybody has been waiting for this one. 5 weeks abstinence, no football. Let's take a look at the two teams here, starting off with the home crowd and home team. Lucien Favre is head coach, and we have some interesting players up there. The man with the number 11, that is Marco Reus, the young gun of the league. The man that Bayern Munich really wanted to obtain for the up-and-coming new season after the Euro 2012. He is leaving Gladbach and he is going to Borussia Dortmund. More about that later. Here, Jupp Heynckes and his 11 for Bayern Munich. The record champions up front, Mario Gomez is the leading goal scorer. And this team here back now with Arjen Robben in full force. The only man that's really missing here today for Bayern Munich, that's the man on the normally left-hand side, the flying Frenchman, Ribéry, who received 2 yellow cards in his last match on match day 17 against Cologne. So he's missing. Here the illustrious bench from both sides here today. Bayern Munich with Jörg Butt in his final season before he hangs up his glove on the bench. Rafinha, one of the new signings at the beginning of the campaign, not in the team today. Daniel Pjanic, a man who may be leaving very shortly, not happy with his role as a bench warmer. Luis Gustavo, David Alaba, Ivica Olic and Niels Petersen are the names for Bayern Munich on the bench here today. For Borussia Mönchengladbach, the reserve goalkeeper Christopher Heimerroth. Then we have some young players called Matthias Zimmermann, Oscar Wendt, Torben Marx, one of the few oldies in the Gladbach team, and some other young boys, Alexander Ring, Matthew Leckie, and Igor de Camargo. Now he's on the bench as well here today. He's the man that scored the 1-0 winner away from home. Match day 1 for Borussia Mönchengladbach in Bavaria, in Munich, against Bayern Munich. So you can get the gist of the whole story, I think, here today. Bayern Munich's faithful and Bayern Munich as a team want revenge on match day 18 in the Bundesliga. That is Manuel Neuer, the big man with the blue shirts, the #1 German goalkeeper. The new signing from Schalke as of the beginning of this campaign. There's Philipp Lahm. Just behind him we can see Müller just having a little chat there. The skipper Philipp Dahms here with the captain's armband for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Really looking forward to this game. 100 exactly tonight. 140 days until the start of the Euro 2012. And all these professionals here, mostly internationals, have 17 matches now in which to prove that they really do deserve a place in their respective Euro 2012 squads. Quite a few German internationals on the pitch as well here today. Mario Gomez, Toni Kroos, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Thomas Müller, Philipp Lahm, Holger Badstuber and Manuel Neuer. All those first-team starters for Bayern are also first-team members of the German national squad. There's Müller, Badstuber, Gomez, Van Buiten, the Belgian behind him. 33 years of age now, Daniel Van Buiten, who will be turning 34 very shortly at the beginning of February. He's hoping to extend his contract and has been playing some terrific football, scoring 4 goals as well in his 12 appearances. And it looks as though that contract most certainly will be extended. He's very happy here. Same too with Arjen Robben, the Flying Dutchman, finally back into the squad now, the 27-year-old, after suffering so many injury problems in the first half of the campaign. That's why he managed just 8 games in the opening 17 matches for Bayern Munich. His contract also just a formality, as he said in the newspapers just a couple of days ago. There aren't many clubs in the world that are better than Bayern Munich, were his exact words. And as we all know, the Champions League final will be taking place in Munich this year, in May. So we just saw Reus, Marco Reus, the German full international now. On the right-hand side here is Philipp Lahm. On the left is skipper Dams. So, all friends before the start of the game. The referee is Thorsten Kinhofer, highly experienced 43-year-old Bundesliga and FIFA referee, appearing tonight in his 160th match in the Bundesliga with the whistle between his teeth. He had the ring of confidence from Borussia Mönchengladbach. 2 assistants for Mr. Kinhofer are Detlef Schlepper, Christian Fischer. My name is Gary Preston, and this is the restart of the Bundesliga on match day 18. In the set-out capacity 54,000 of the Borussia Park football temple. So there he is, full view of whiz kid Marco Reus, 22 years of age. Did have a contract that was extended up until 2015 here with Gladbach. And just in the winter break, we were told and informed, and what a big surprise that was, that he would be going to Dortmund. I say surprise. His family comes from Dortmund. His family and girlfriend and all his relatives live in Dortmund. And he used to play for Dortmund as a youth as well up until 2006. But Bayern Munich wanted his services. So too, half of the best clubs in the world were watching and wanted Marco Reus. But it's Dortmund who got the nod. Watch this space, see what will happen as of 2012 in the next campaign. So Bayern here from right to left. Philipp Lahm back to Holger Badstuber, Daniel van Buiten. On the right we have Jerome Boateng. That was Arjen Robben. 27-year-old Dutchman. Birthday on the 23rd of January. In a few days' time, former Real Madrid player. Back from Müller. This is Boateng, another one of the German internationals I forgot to mention before. That's the German under-21 international, by the way, the goalkeeper Marc-André ter Stegen. 19 years of age and one of the best goalkeepers in the Bundesliga. Eleven goals conceded, 7 clean sheets. The only man that's better is his opponent on the opposite side, with just 10 goals conceded and 10 clean sheets. Bayern Munich's Manuel Neuer. Raul Brewers, the man who's come in for Dante, the Brazilian. He's the only man missing out of Gladbach's team here today from the famous 11 that took them up to position number 4 on the table. Mr. Reliable, they call Raul Brewers, the Dutchman. Every time he comes in and fills in for Dante, puts up a fine performance. So, good ball from Robben. Number 44, the Ukrainian record international. He's alongside Schweinsteiger in the starting lineup here today. Nice to see Bastian Schweinsteiger back as well after his injury. Had a clavicle fracture, which kept him out for some time. Last appearance was on day 11 against Nuremberg. So Bayern coming forward, and the first opportunity, Mario Gomez in the danger zone. Ruel Brewers was there. Lovely touch from Marco Reus. Hanke. And the reply, this is Reus. Covered here by the defence. Now with Boyton, Van Boyton. Timoshchuk. Toni Kroos. Over 100 Bundesliga matches now, and still just the tender age of 22. Just turned at the beginning of January. Lahm. We shall see Thomas Müller and Toni Kroos swapping and changing and interfacing, I think, in this game. Toni Kroos is, on paper, playing in the role for Ribery down the left wing, but he's not a left winger, more of a playmaker. Both of them two attacking midfielders, Thomas Müller and Toni Kroos, so those, I think, will interface with each other. Schweinsteiger. Boateng hesitated for a second, but Neuer wide awake. Header away by Stranzl. Back from Timoshchuk. That was Janschke. Patrick Herrmann, the number 7, down the right wing. Working very well last season, or last year, in 2011, in the first 17 games, together with Tony Janschke. Both just 20 and 21 years of age. Have to say that Lucien Favre, the 54-year-old Swiss head coach here at Gladbach, has more than breathed new life into this team. He's given them a new lease of life, and who would have thought that they were on position number 4, or would be, after the first 17 matches. You may remember, at the end of last season, he had to go into the relegation to remain in the top flight. Finishing 16th at the end of the campaign. And since he took over, it's been all the way up. There's still room to spare. Ball from Janschke, that was Bartstuber. Philipp Lahm. Schweinsteiger. Room now for Jerome Boateng. Kevin Prince, his other famous brother who plays at AC Milan. Left Manchester City to come back here to the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. And this man here, Jupp Heynckes. Leverkusen 2011. And the 66-year-old really enjoying his football again. One of the Gladbach all-time greats, by the way. Spent more than 20 years with Borussia Mönchengladbach. 11 years as a player. And 8.5 years as head coach as well. Not only that, he's Gladbach's record goal scorer in the Bundesliga. Knocking in 195 goals in 283 matches. Now the head coach at Bayern, Jupp Heynckes. So covered well by Ter Stegen. Referee wants that one back. As we're into the 8th minute already here. Jerome Boateng in a bit of a collision. The free kick taken too quickly for referee Thorsten Kinhofer's whistle. Now back with the Austrian international Martin Stranzl. 16 is Harvard Nordfeldt. Young Norwegian international, excellent player too. Good work from Badstuber. 22, and at times he plays as a defender with what you might call a 35-year-old head on his shoulders, but believe you me, he is 22 years of age. Excellent defender. I'm pretty sure as well his position will be there for the 2012 Euro and the German national team. Joachim Yogi, as he's called, Löw, the head coach from the German national team, thinks a lot of him. Hermann, good work there with Hanke. Royce, so much ball control, but this time beaten by Müller. So as Royce loses the ball, this is a good counter-attacking chance here. Gomez tries to shield the ball. Now, some of the Bayern crowd thought that Janschke brought him down there. Nice touch from Hanke again. Mike Hanke, 28 now, just turned in November. Playing his best football, I think, that he's ever played since arriving here at Gladbach. Brewers. Ter Stegen. Stransel. So that was number 16, Ward Fights. Stewart is enticing Patrick Hermann. Manuel Neuer. Mistake, and that's a great try! And it's in! Oh, he's been beaten again by a huge mistake. Manuel Neuer's mistake gave Igor de Camargo the 1-0 win against Bayern Munich on day one. And today, the man that they wanted in their ranks for the new season, Marco Reus, sees the opportunity after Manuel Neuer's fluff, and it's Gladbach 1, Bayern 0. It looks oh so easy, but you have to keep your composure. But what a mistake here from Manuel Neuer. Reus, 1 second deliberation, and it's in the back of the net for the 1-0 yet again against Bayern Munich. Well, Neuer can huff and puff all he wants, but I'm pretty sure that he's a big boy in many ways. He will say that that was his mistake, and there are no two ways about it. Well, that's an interesting start here for this game, for you and for me, and especially for all the faithful here for Borussia Mönchengladbach in green and white. Ball through from Kroos, intercepted. It's not the kind of start that Bayern wanted. And the way Gladbach have been playing at the moment, it really does give them that wind on which to fly on, really. We've seen it on so many occasions. Gladbach believe in themselves now. After coming out of that relegation battle at the end of last season. Offside. Flag straight up. Man on the far side is Mr. Detlef Schlepper. Close call. Maybe that right arm was a little further towards goal than his opponent. Christian Nerlinger on the left-hand side. He's the sporting director. We just saw Jupp Heynckes with a look on his face, of course, that doesn't tell us anything at the moment. Long way to go in this match, but after 11 minutes, and that Early strike for Marco Reus. There's a lot of hope here now for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Schweinsteiger, Timoschuk. On the right, we've got Robben. Fit again. Good ball! Great header from Gomez, and the save from Ter Stegen was more than equal to it. Lucien Favre not quite happy with the room that Gomez found himself in there. He's a good header of the ball, but what a great save there from the young 19-year-old. First corner. Ter Stegen, Robben. Brought away by Arango. This is Reus. Roman Neustetter. Quick off the break. Hermann. He's got Hank on the right. Hermann cuts into the centre. Tries to get the ball across the face of goal, but it was Daniel van Boyten who stretches to the limit. So corner number 2 goes to Gladbach. What a lively start here in the first 15 minutes of the game. 1-0 Gladbach. Just in case you joined us, you missed an incredible goal. So corner number 2 for Gladbach now. Away by Barnstuber. Long ball from Nordfight. Yeah. The referee saw a foul there from Roel Brewers on Jerome Boateng. Not quite sure about that one myself here. Lovely ball in from Robben. Pinpoint accuracy straight onto the head of Gomez, and that was a fine save, even in slow motion. He looked to be very quick indeed. Good ball from Kroos. Gomez not offside, surely. Yeah. No way. What's the offside? Since Lucien Favre took over on the 14th of February, almost a year ago now, in 2011. Not only are they playing brilliant football, but Gladbach haven't lost a single match after going 1-0 up. Arango, Juan Arango. Venezuelan captain. Here the mistake again, Manuel Neuer. That's not the kind of ball that we normally see from Manuel Neuer. What a great delivery from Marco Reus. He didn't have any time to think. Of course, the net is wide open. As we all know, if you've played football, the goals that look so easy can be the most difficult ones to score. So, of course, Schweinsteiger. Bayern, of course, will be really angry with themselves at the moment here. Oh, so much talk before the start of the game of a lot of respect for Borussia Mönchengladbach, but a lot of talk. Hey, there's Jogi Löw up at the top here, with his assistant on the right, Hansi Flick. The two big men of German football responsible for the German national team. And for quite a few of the experts out there in the world of football, Germany one of the favourites. Whoop. Ter Stegen was there. What a tough group Germany have got, haven't they? in that qualifier, well, in the 2012 Euro proper in Portugal, sorry, in Poland and in the Ukraine. They've got Portugal, they've got Denmark, and then they've got Holland and Germany, all in one group. Could be semi-finals, couldn't it? All amazing. Pikers, well, he's 66 years of age, has seen so much in football that he's not going to get uptight yet. And if you ask my opinion, go on, ask me, what's my opinion in this game? It's not going to end 1-0 for Borussia Mönchengladbach, not today. We might have a 2-2 or a 3-3, how about that one? Just heard somebody say there, bought! Work from Philippe Darms, the skipper. One of the mainstays of the team as well. One ball from Boateng. Tony Kroos offside. All these decisions at the moment going against Gladbach. And they're all coming here from Mr. Schlepper. 2 have been wrong so far. And this time he's right. "13 wins and 2 draws for Favre and Gladbach after taking the lead 1-0, and not one single game has been lost." What does that tell us? Well, the opponents today, Borussia Mönchengladbach, are Bayern Munich, so maybe that statistic might change. We'll find out, won't we? Remaining 70 minutes. Lahm. Timoshchuk. Of course, always looking for an opening. Boateng. A lot of players here for Jogi Löw to take a closer look at. All the German internationals on the pitch, and of course some opposition as well with Arjen Robben. Boateng. A bad ball. Janška was there. Lahm. Last touch with the right boot from Patrick Herrmann. Very important one too. Janška again does well. Herrmann finally cleared away. And so far here, I think we'll have to admit that Gladbach playing excellent football here. Van Buiten. Bartstuber. Schweinsteiger. Back from Lahm to Bartstuber. In centre, everywhere today. Thomas Müller already. Robben. 2-3 players around him, but once he cuts into the centre, he gets a shot on goal, but this time too weak. On so many occasions he's scored in so many different games from a similar position. End-to-end stuff here. Herrmann. Philippe Lahm, the Bayern skipper, was there. Kroos. Bit of a stretch there for Timoshchuk, but we're on the move now with Bayern down the left side with Schweinsteiger. Chested down nicely by Mario Gomez, but straight into the boots of Roel Brouwers. Robben. Boateng. Chance goes begging. Uli Hoeneß, lighter shade of pale at the moment. On the right-hand side, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Two German greats, Bayern greats, and now the two big bosses here at Bayern Munich. Uli Hoeneß, of course, is Mr. Bayern. And has been since the 70s. Now the president. Good touch from Royce. And can't quite control it. Dahms. Thomas Müller just showing us that Bayern Munich at the moment a little nervy that Gladbach are leading by 1-0. Meaning that they have to stretch for every ball already. Teammanship was there, but so too Royce. And in front of the referee's eyes here, Bart Stuber very over-enthusiastic. Sliding into Roman Neustädter, the 23-year-old, is another one of the first-team regulars for Gladbach who will be leaving at the end of the season. He's going to Schalke. Last-ditch effort here from Jerome Boateng. Corner number 3 for Gladbach. Arango. Headed away by Gomez, and then come on, a bit of a pot shot. Marco Royce. Eagle eyes of Lucien Favre. I think reveling in this 1-goal lead at the moment. Fine. Dahms a little lucky, but back now with Boateng and Bayern. Robin. Away by Brewers. As I said, Mr. Reliable. A bit too clever, that one there from Mike Hanke. Lahm. Timoshchuk. Boateng. Again the Ukrainian. Philipp Lahm. Room for Toni Kroos in the Ribéry role. Müller. Overlapping Lahm. Right across the face of goal, and there was a shot in there from Timoshchuk, but didn't quite get the direction on that left sock there. Good move though here by Bayern. Hanke just getting in his way in the nick of time there. Hasn't scored a goal in this season, Timoshchuk, so far. But he did score the last season 3 goals. It was good for a goal or 2. Toni Kroos. Clever ball, trying to find Müller in a bit of room behind the defence, but Tony Janschke saw that one coming. Boateng. Timoshchuk. Building up from behind again. Timoshchuk. Hanke. Baranga. Ter Stegen. Skipper's header. The defender again. Philipp Lahm. And they've lost the ball in midfield again there, this time from Bastian Schweinsteiger. Regarded as being one of the best midfielders in the world, he most certainly is, but lack of match practice at the moment after that clavicle fracture which kept him out for so long. Match day 11 was his last game. He missed the final 6 games of the campaign before the winter break. Timoshuk. Lahm. If he cuts inside, he's got a great right-footed shot on him. Timoshuk. A rebound on the back of his head, unfortunate for him. And Stransel, let's have a look at this again. There was a trip before, he got it straight on the nose. Yeah, from the Austrian international Martin Stransel. Was a bit of a trip before. Delayed reaction. Just fell down there and manages to scramble back on his feet again. His contract is ending in 2012. Tony Kroos goes down. It was a foul to me. Chang. So after the first half an hour, Bayern Munich not finding too many openings. Having said that, one's here now maybe. Just coming away from Gomez's right foot. Opportunity there from Gladbach to clear. Robin. Boateng. Van Boyten. Stuber. Kept in by Robin. Gomez. Brewers is with him. Now the crowd on that far side thought it should have been a throw-in for Gladbach, but linesman closer than we are and they are. Lovely little touch there from Gomez, and almost, it was there for Müller. Of course, Philipp Lahm. Philipp Lahm's passes are coming to the man, but that was a decent one. Course. Chip in, but Robin had already moved. Goal kick, Ter Stegen and Gladbach. Gladbach have just lost just one of their last 7 matches now. A terrific record at home as well. Going back to last season, in the latter half of the campaign, Gladbach are unbeaten in 12 home matches now. 9 wins, 3 draws. No team in the Bundesliga has a run like that at the moment, not even Bayern. So header from Toni Kroos. Gomez. Schweinsteiger. Timoshuk again, the right boot. Not a bad effort. Ter Stegen couldn't quite hold it. the flag from Mr. Detlef Schepper up for the offside again. Let's have a look here. Gomez in an offside position. A crowd in anticipation with Manuel Neuer's clearance this time towards the halfway line. Dams. Brewers. Ter Stegen, the 19-year-old, said in the newspapers a few days ago, I can't believe I'm just 19. Yeah, it's not too long ago. Walking with Oliver Kahn as an 11-year-old. That's just 8 years ago. One of the mascots at Gladbach when Bayern Munich came here. Walked in and looked up to him and thought, I want to be a goalkeeper when I grow up. And he did grow up very quickly. All of a sudden, he's the undisputed Gladbach #1 at the tender age of 19. Under-17 European champion of 2009, by the way. The German national team as well. That was a ball from Hermann, a bit dangerous in the centre, picked up by Neustetter. That's Neustetter again. Clever ball through. Neuer's going to get there first. A case of deja vu, though, for Manuel Neuer, with an absolute blinding mistake on day one, which led to the goal scored by Igor de Camargo, and it was the 1-0 winner. If that remains 1-0 here today, which I don't think it will, that really will affect the table as far as Gladbach are concerned. Currently fourth with 33 points and just 4 points behind Bayern Munich. If they win, this is 1 point between them and the record German champions. Bayern win, of course, will be then 7 points. A lot at stake here for both of these two teams. Those four top teams with Gladbach, Schalke and Dortmund and Bayern Munich are very, very close indeed. Schalke have the 1 point more than Gladbach, same as Dortmund on 34. Team that's really close to them is Werder Bremen with 29 points to that top four. Robben. Been doing the homework, not letting him come through. Boateng. Robben. Gomez away now with Hermann. Royce. Well, it was a clever ball. Mike Hanke didn't quite read that pass there, but Marco Royce was about to deliver and did as well. If he'd have started his run a split second earlier, they could have split Bayern's defence in two there. Of course, Müller. Too many players around him. Nordfight gave it away, though. Müller. Nordfight. Sorry, that was Neustetter. Neustetter. Room for Patrick Hermann. Good ball And it just bounces, unluckily, for Wanarango. Excellent ball from Herman. Once again, Bayern caught off guard there. Schweinsteiger. Ball from Robin. Müller. Brewers with him. Robin. Lahm. Timoschuk. Kroos. Great shot. Good save. Toni Kroos, the 22-year-old, just turned at the beginning of January. Really has an excellent right boot. And the foot inside it isn't bad either. Corner number 2 for Bayern. Punch from Ter Stegen. Collects the applause from the grandstands behind him. Good shots. No way he was going to hold that one, but clears away the danger. Surprisingly, Toni Kroos has knocked in just 1 goal in this campaign so far. Toni Kroos. Van Buiten. Müller. Really is a free roaming role for Thomas Müller today. Hanke resists the challenge and finds the man. This is Patrick Herman. Herman, 2-0. Borussia Mönchengladbach are taking Bayern apart now. 5 minutes before the half-time whistle, and they're leading by 2-0. Fourth goal of the campaign for Patrick Herman. First of all, it started off here with Robin. The ball came in midfield to Hanke, who cleverly shielded the ball and then found Herman in so much room, with Bayern Munich's defence really messing up big time. Herman, cool, calm, calculated, and that really was a great goal from the young 20-year-old under-21 German international, Patrick Herman. 4th of the campaign. He started every single game since day 9 for Gladbach, and on his 15th appearance here today, he really is one of the heroes of the day. 2-0. So Bayern now have got an uphill battle, and they will have to reply very quickly indeed. Boateng, Janška's header, Robin's header, Herman's clearance, and the crowd are loving this one. 2-0. Yes, Mr. Favre, you're right. Lahm. Bayern. Hot shots now from long distance. No chance of beating Marc-Andre Ter Stegen from that distance. Jerome Boateng. Janška Philipp Lahm, he's messing up as well now. Mike Hanke was the man that got in his way, and he gets it back here from Herman. Hanke! Ferocious shot. 28 years of age. Last goal, day 15 against Dortmund in that 1-1. Man has been around. Came in January a year ago from Hanover on a free. And before that, he was at Wolfsburg and at Schalke. Scored for Hanover against Gladbach last season, by the way, on the 4th of December in the 2-1 away win. One of the reasons I think they said it was such a great goal as well. I think we need him. The crowd's personal favourites. 45 seconds remaining here of normal time. Football supporters, and I can't believe my eyes at the moment. Gladbach leading by 2-0, and they are deserving it too. After that 1-0, maybe lucky win for Gladbach on day one at Bayern. Bayern most certainly were the better team of the day. Lost all 3 points. I think everybody was expecting Bayern here to really come at Gladbach and show who's boss in the Bundesliga. At the moment, it's not over with, but they're not boss by no means. Robin shot blocked. And that is the first 45 minutes here. Jupp Heynckes, the Borussia Mönchengladbach greatest hero of all time. 195 goals he scored in 283 Bundesliga matches for Gladbach. The UEFA Cup winner, also with Gladbach. His team, Bayern Munich, are trailing by 2-0. First goal scored by Marco Reus, the man that Bayern wanted. There he is. And a man that will be going to Dortmund at the end of the season. That was after 11 minutes. And then we've got the second goal knocked in by Patrick Herrmann towards the end of the first 45. It will be a highly interesting next 45. Don't go away. My name is Gary Preston here at the Borussia Park. It's Borussia Mönchengladbach 2, Bayern Munich 0.
Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012. The FA Cup 4th round live next weekend on Setanta Sports. Experience the magic and passion of the Cup as Spurs travel to Vicarage Road to take on Watford. A local derby at the Stadium of Light as Sunderland take on Middlesbrough. And then Arsenal versus Aston Villa, with Henry, the returning hero, looking for a place in FA Cup history. The FA Cup 4th round live next weekend on Setanta Sports. Setanta Sports Goal of the Month, December. Here's your favorite goal from last month's selection as voted for by you on facebook.com/Setanta Sports.
Hanover equalised, and it was really one of the best goals this season. What an audacious goal. We want to see that one over and over again.
And in December, we had lots more great goals. Log on to facebook.com/Setanta Sports to vote for your favourite.
He finished! Oh, yes! That's brilliant. Diego Morales into the top corner, did everything right. Managed to find a way past Marcelo Baravero.
With a Florian Dick. Good ball there from Tiffert. This is shine. First time effort. What a goal! What a terrific goal!
doesn't he?
Vargas taking up the story in wonderful fashion. This boy is a superstar. History. 11 goals in the competition, more than anyone else has ever scored in the Sudamericana. And Unión de Chile are on their way to their first continental title without any doubt at all.
Wins the ball from Muller. Here's Molinaro. Tries to get round, and he does so. There's the header back. Oh, it's 1-0! And Bayern have been undone by some sloppy finishing from Mario Gomez. But by a fabulous goal from Christian Gentner.
Who knows, if they can get a similar scoreline on Wednesday against Dynamo Zagreb, maybe they will.
Oh, what a goal! What a sensational strike, Hugo Lloris. France's #1 goalkeeper caught out from 35 yards. Umut Bulut. We've hardly seen him since he came on.
They can't afford to do that, given away. There's Ladero. Suleimani into Nicolas Ladero. Ball was on in the middle. It's still on. It's 1-0. Excellent build-up. Ardeo torn apart again. I think he was offside, maybe. But the goal stands. Look at that from Suleimani. And then Ladero waited. Did he wait too long?
Hazard. Joe Cole flicking it towards Eden Hazard. So Hazard 2-0. Well, it looked very easy in the end, but it was thanks largely to the wonderful close skills of Eden Hazard.
Oh, great ball. Players forward though for Celtic. Mastorovic, Brown. Very congested there. Wanyama has a shot, and it's in the back of the net. What a pop from Victor Wanyama. He hasn't scored in the SPL for Celtic. Started in the centre of midfield, moved to centre half. That was a striker's finish though.
To vote for your favorite goal in December, visit facebook.com/Setanta Sports.
Six times French champions, 3 times French Cup winners and 3 times League Cup winners, Bordeaux know what it's like to win trophies. The club were relegated in 1991, but apart from that, they've been used to competing at the top table. Yet, since becoming French champions in 2009, things have taken a turn for the worse. After 2 tough seasons, the aim is to get back to where they feel they belong as quickly as possible. It's normal to be ambitious when in 2015 your new stadium will open and it resembles Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena or the Bird's Nest in Beijing. 7th last season, Bordeaux hope to break back into the top 5. The new Bordeaux coach is Francis Gillot. He didn't hide his desire to leave Sochaux, telling his president he wanted to go at the start of April. At the time, Bordeaux weren't interested, but when the call came in from President Jean-Louis Trio on May the 30th, Gillot's response was swift. You can't turn Bordeaux down. When such a big club comes in for you, you don't need long to weigh things up. The club has a history and an infrastructure. I've been at Sochaux for 3.5 years and I took over when they were in trouble. I succeeded in getting them where I wanted to. It was the ideal moment for me to move on to something new. I didn't hesitate for a single second when Bordeaux came in. I'm going flat out now. I do my thinking at night. During the day, I am flat out. At 51, Gillot is vastly experienced. The former Valenciennes and Lens player started his coaching career with Sochaux's youth programme before taking on the first team at El Ain in the United Arab Emirates. After coaching Lens, then Sochaux, he's now with Les Girondins. He's ambitious, yet not overly hurried. I would like to be in the top 5. It's obvious that when you come to Bordeaux, it's to be in the top 5. 4 clubs have superior budgets to ours, and undoubtedly have superior squads to ours. But in football, you shouldn't play down your worth. But you shouldn't overestimate it either. I think we've got a coherent squad. It's a squad that needs to be constructed. And that's why I'm asking for patience, lots of patience in fact. You don't come up with a playing philosophy or put in place a system of principles in the space of 2 months. We'll probably need 4 or 5 months to do what I want to do. Gillot enjoys attacking football and has repeatedly gone public to state on the record that he needs a striker to complete his squad. He didn't want to bring in too many players, but Nicolas Maurice Bellet followed him from Sochaux, a product of the Clairefontaine Academy. The former Monaco midfielder spent 4 seasons at Sochaux. I'll try to bring to the side the same things I showed at Sochaux. That is to say speed, rhythm and the ability to be dangerous out wide. This is one of the best clubs in the championship with a fine reputation. They were the best team in France 2 years ago. Playing for a club like this is good for me, but I know that I have to prove on the field what I'm capable of doing. A second big signing was 25-year-old defensive midfielder Landry Nguemo. The Cameroonian international is charged with replacing Alou Diarra. Nguemo played 127 times for Nancy, scoring 4 goals. I'm not always hurried in what I do, I take my time. I try to do things the right way, and up until now this approach has worked for me. I've come in from Nancy, I'm happy to be here. I'll do my best to ensure everything goes well. We'll pull together and go forward. It's important to work hard. Bordeaux speaks for itself. In everyone's mind, Bordeaux remains one of the top French clubs. We just have to get our house back in order, and I hope to pick up some silverware in the next 2 seasons.
Werder Bremen love the colour green, and it's not just in their logo. Their home, the Weser Stadium, has set a positive example by converting to renewable energy.
It's the largest building-integrated photovoltaic system in Europe, and that makes it unique.
The current reconstruction of the Weser Stadium was in the planning for quite some time. Its new photovoltaic system is the highlight of the concept.
What's special about the Weser Stadium is that it's not just individual panels. The whole exterior surface has had photovoltaic cells built into it, as you can see here. That's the special feature. Other stadiums can only add on individual modules. It means Werder have taken the lead in innovation.
16,000 square meters of solar modules, the area of 2 football pitches, have been built into the Weser Stadium, and the amount of power they supply is huge.
We produce enough power for 300 to 330 households, about 750 to 800,000 kilowatt hours. And we're able to do a lot with that. The electricity is fed into the local network, and that, as I said, supplies 330 households a year.
The power supply benefits every citizen of Bremen. A sports facility that was built in 1923 meets high-tech and modern architecture.
The appearance has changed, and for the better. It's made the Weser Stadium a true landmark of the city of Bremen, with an innovative new splendor. The old stadium has been given an attractive new look.
The reconstruction has taken 3 years. The roof was raised and the interior space lowered by 2 meters in order to increase seating capacity to 42,500. Then 200,000 solar cells were installed. Truly pioneering work.
Almost every Bundesliga side by now has a solar manufacturer as a partner, and stadiums like Dortmund's are following our lead and are starting to build photovoltaic modules into the roof. And so Werder Bremen were the real trailblazers and have been the leaders in innovation.
Werder Bremen led the way in taking responsibility for the environment. The Bundesliga is tapping into the power of the sun.
Sporting Bet is built by punters for punters, so you get the very best experience. At Sporting Bet, you can expect more from the latest in customised betting with black books, favourites and iForm. Plus, Sporting Bet covers all the exotics, including trifectas, quinellas, exactas and first four. Bet fast online or at sbet.mobi on your mobile, anytime, anywhere. That's why there's no better bet than a Sporting Bet.
Live SPL continues this weekend on Setanta Sports. On Saturday night, Celtic will hope to repeat their 5-0 thrashing of St Mirren earlier in the season to stay top of the table. And on Sunday night, St Johnstone travel to Easter Road to take on Hibs. Live SPL this weekend on Setanta Sports. Experience the flair and the passion of South American football on Setanta Sports with live and exclusive coverage of the Argentine Primera Division. Watch 2 exciting and unpredictable matches from every round, featuring some of South America's footballing champions, including Boca Juniors. Plus, follow the season-long Apertura and Clausura tournaments. The Argentine Primera Division, live and exclusive on Setanta Sports.
Hello, first day of footy tipping. Last year, solid performance. Best results in a long time. Tomo, nicest fella you'd ever meet, but a shocker of a tipper. He'll be making up the numbers again. Young Sam from the mailroom. You never know what to expect from those rookies. Susie from accounts, the dark horse, claims she's not in the footy, but tips like a pro. And then there's Barry, the self-proclaimed king of footy tipping, back-to-back champion. Rumour has it he's got commemorative tattoos. Wooden spoon would make a nice tat, Barry. To become the one.
Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012.
Be a victory for Bayern, so before any of us are right, we're going to need at least another 2 goals in this match today. And those will have to be scored by the Reds of Bayern Munich. Now from left to right, Gladbach with a kick-off here with Royce and Hanke from right to left on match day 18. 140 days up until the Euro 2012. And Gladbach at the moment in this position after the 2-goal lead. 1 point behind leaders Bayern if it remains 2-0. Ter Stegen, the goalkeeper, with a few terrific saves in the first 45. No changes to the 2 teams at the moment, although I can most certainly see a few changes to the Bayern team later. That was Gomez. Blocked nicely by Stranzel. And that's corner number 3 for Bayern. So according to the corners at the moment, it's all square, 3-3. The most important statistic, though, is Gladbach are leading 2-0. Now, the last time that Bayern picked up points after going down 2-0, that was back on the 25th of October 2008. At home, though, against Wolfsburg in a 4-2 victory. So even the statistic is against Bayern at the moment. What a terrific start to this game. Only Hanover and Borussia Mönchengladbach are still unbeaten in front of their home fans this season. 21 points picked up at home so far. That is a record here, not only at the moment, but it's a record for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Bayern and Gladbach, by the way, between them, have won more than half of all the 48 Bundesliga championship titles since 1963, when everything was revamped for this league, then called the Bundesliga. That's 26 titles out of 48 between them. Bayern have won 21 Bundesliga titles, 22 times German champions. And Borussia Mönchengladbach have won 5 titles. Glory is, of course, for Gladbach. But when Jupp Heynckes was playing for them, scoring those almost 200 goals in the 70s. Toni Kroos. Lahm. Not a bad delivery. Brewers in a battle there yet again with Mario Gomez. No luck so far in this match for the German international and prolific goal scorer. So far in 31 competitive matches. We'll come back to that one later. This is Gladbach on the bounce again. Oh, not a good ball here for Juan Arango. Too close to Manuel Neuer. Gomez, all in all for club and country, has played 31 competitive matches and has scored 30 goals. I am very sure that the fan contingent from Bayern Munich are hoping he can increase that tally here today, somehow, some way. Lovely touch there from Hermann. All the way from Nordfight. Header from Boateng. Up in the air from Van Boysen. Philipp Lahm. Robben. Kroos overlapping, we've got Lahm. Kroos into the centre. Away by Dahms, but only as far as Müller. Stranzel's header, Arango. Gladbach coming away there with a bruised eye with that one. Schweinsteiger. Not up to top-level form quite yet, Bastian Schweinsteiger. Which, of course, is to be expected after that long injury. Certainly in test matches and test-friendly games that they had, he looked very good indeed, but this is a different kettle of fish today. It's not New Delhi, and it's not Doha. No disrespect, that is where Bayern had their training sessions, and training friendlies will always remain friendly games. Philipp Lahm. Bayern are nervous. Juan Arango. Touch from Royce, gets it back again. The Venezuelan captain, the outside of the leather. Not a bad attempt here. Little grin on his face here. His contract ending as well in 2012, Juan Arango. Very close. Lucien Favre, if that had gone in for 3-0, that would have been it, I think. Over 100 caps for the record Venezuelan international Juan Arango. Timoshuk. Boateng. Robben. Dahms with him. Boateng. Timoshuk needs support. Finds it with the defender, Bartstuber. Lahm. Of course, Clever ball. Very clever ball. Ter Stegen a little lucky there, but it was a beautiful ball in. Thomas Muller with a hard job to control that ball, and in doing so there was a collision here with Martin Stranzl, I think, or was it Nordfight? Stranzl. One thing that Borussia Mönchengladbach cannot afford now is to lose a defender. As we mentioned before the start of the game, Dante is out suspended after receiving his 5th yellow card. That's why Roel Brewers is filling in for him. So far, we're just having a couple of words here with Patrick Herrmann. Tactical measurements here, and the first substitution of the game is going to be David Alaba, who's coming on for Bayern Munich, young Austrian international. Excellent player, David Alaba, and the youngest Bayern Munich player of all time. Now, who is he going to replace? That is a good question. .54 minutes played now, and Bayern will have to really pull their socks up. The will is there. Sometimes willpower alone is not enough. All the way by Brewers. Possession yet again here from Gladbach, with the goal scorer of number 2 for Gladbach, Herrmann. Toni Kroos slipping and sliding into the box. Looked like slalom in the skiing that we've been seeing in Austria and around the world. Lahm. Another decent ball forward, and Thomas Muller couldn't quite get there. Ter Stegen, the excellent goalkeeper, with some great saves so far in this game. Time in, time out. Man was born in Gladbach and been here at the club as a young player since he was 6 years of age. Has underlined the fact that he is the number 1. Ter Stegen. Royce, Van Boyten gets the better of him. Although it was a right old battle. Mistake there by Jerome Boateng, and they've got the corner. Oh no, it's a goal kick. Crowd is misleading me there. So we are going to have this substitution, and it's Timoshuk who's coming off. Anatoly Timoshuk, a very defensive-minded midfielder. So the man that's coming on is a man that can play down the wings as well. Midfield, left wing, or left back, or right back he's played. And this is his 16th appearance and the 12th time off the bench in this campaign. He's 19 years of age. David Alaba. Robben. Schweinsteiger. Bartstuber. Captain Lahm. Boateng. Again, too close to the keeper, Ter Stegen. So again, the flag comes up. This time, Mario Gomez, I think, was quite a lot offside. Well, just a stride. Once again, a complete set out here today. Every Bayern away match since mid-February of 2006 has been a sellout. Every time they're on the road since 2006. Every opponent has been very happy about the money they've been taking in. This is Alaba. Good ball. Mistake by Stransel maybe, but hard job to deal with Thomas Müller. One of those typical opportunist strikers. Attacking all-rounder, the 22-year-old. And if you may remember, at the World Cup 2010, man who scored the most goals as well, 5, and the best young player of the competition. Van Boyten. Boateng. Alaba. In going for that ball, a collision with Patrick Herrmann, the referee, Thorsten Kinhofer. Seeing the arm come on top of his shoulder there, the correct decision. Well, this crowd here were not used to enjoying themselves. They were really stuck in the middle of nowhere for so many years, Gladbach, and all of a sudden, just 1 point behind Bayern Munich now, and this remains a 2-0. Oh, what a great restart this is, and has been for them so far. Best ever restarts to a new campaign, well, a new year. That was back in 1967. And Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Schalke by 11 goals to 0. Slip at the wrong time from Royce. Minutes to go. Boateng. Good ball. Alaba can't quite control it. He scored, by the way, on day 17 against Cologne. The 2-0 in the 3-0 victory. Also supplied the assist as well after coming on the 52nd minute. Those young players that can make a difference to a game. Highly respected by Jupp Heynckes, the man we just saw. Ter Stegen. Alaba. Play on, says the ref. Schweinsteiger. Alaba. And Gomez. Blocked by Roel Brewers. Great defending from the Dutchman. Heynckes pokes it away. Manuel Neuer. Again Neuer. Barstuber. Philipp Lahm. Schweinsteiger. Coming up front now, Daniel van Boyten. Boateng alongside of him, Robin, not quite his game so far. Lahm. Course. Again, course. Boateng. And away by Tony Janschke. Had a broken foot, young Janschke. Whoops. Away by Brewers. Picked up by Wanarango. And now with Marco Reus, but poked it too close to the feet of Daniel van Buiten. Coming back to young Tony Janschke, who's playing a good game as well on the right-hand side as right full-back. He broke his foot and then returned in January on day 18 at Nuremberg last season in the 82nd minute. And since then, from day 25, started all the games, every single game. And so far, plays 17, 18th appearance in this season as well. One of the mainstays. And he's 21. Gomez, Alaba. Janschke will go to him. Lahm. Alaba. Trying to find a way through, but you can see that the Gladbach defence working well. Philipp Lahm, for the first time, appears inside the box. And it looks as though we're going to have the next substitute here. And it's Rafinha. First of all, corner number 4 for Bayern. Wasted. Arango. Boateng was there. Toni Kroos. And the referee blows the whistle. We might have the substitution very shortly now. It is Rafinha, the Brazilian, who's warming up. Schweinsteiger. Kroos. Robben. Was being pushed back though by Wanarango. Boateng. Well, Bayern keeping ball possession but not doing an awful lot with it at the moment. Here's Philipp Lahm. Merely due to the fact that Gladbach really are well positioned on that pitch at the moment. On a bad delivery, intercepted by Stransel. Philipp Lahm. Toni Kroos. Boateng. Ter Stegen. I think his own man, Martin Stransel, got in his way there. So it's corner number 5 for Bayern. And the substitution, so right back, Jerome Boateng, the man that came from Manchester City in July of 2011 for 13.5 million, is off. And Rafinha is on for him. Of course, another new signing, Rafinha. Came from Genoa for 5.5 million. Former Schalke man. Arango. Wanarango. Rafinha. Good tackle. Well, the crowd thought they saw a foul there. I didn't see it though. And the referee neither. So we're going to play it down here at the moment. Finally, under the influence of the whistles from the crowd, Torsten Kinher for the referee. Besides, you better take a look at Mike Hanke. Just nursing that right ankle. Managed 12 caps for Germany, Mike Hanke, and scored a goal as well. It's some time ago now. Lahm. Alaba brings it away from Janschke. Philipp Lahm. Gomez. Robben. Maybe the luck of the bounce. No. Wanarango. New hairdo here for Rafinha. Marcio Rafael Ferreira de Souza. Old Rafinha. It's a new signing, as I mentioned before, coming back out of Italy into the Bundesliga. Managed almost 200 games for Schalke in his time there. Well, flag came straight up on the far side. Christian Fischer. Ball from Neustädter, and then play on, allows the play to continue. A bit of a disadvantage there at the end of the day for Gladbach. That's a foul on Royce. And with 20 minutes remaining here, we might see a few more niggly little fouls here. Bayern Munich's ego most certainly taking a dent. And that left leg took a dent after the challenge here from Wanarango. First yellow of the game. Müller on the receiving end here. Very competitive game, and so far no really what you would call dirty fouls in this match, and that is the first yellow of the game. Very high level of football, as we have been seeing throughout all 17 Bundesliga matches so far in the first half of the campaign here in one of the best leagues in the world. Rafinha. Robben. Flick on from Van Buiten. And away by captain Philipp Lahms. So Philipp Lahm is really everywhere in midfield. He's played right back before. The left back is everywhere, the captain. Still all to no avail. Gladbach now with Royce. Rafinha with him. Schweinsteiger doubling back. Great ball through. Brilliant ball through. And this is 3-0. And it's been taken brilliantly by Patrick Herrmann, who scores his brace. What a great goal by Gladbach. Royce sets him up. Herrmann finishes it off. And between them, they get 3 goals against Manuel Neuer and Bayern Munich. And up until today, Neuer and Bayern had let in just 10 in the whole campaign. "72 minutes gone. Gladbach 3, Bayern 0. Fantastic pass from Marco Reus, and a very cool finish from young Patrick Herrmann. Well, Gladbach have always produced talents in the past, but at the moment they've got some fantastic players on there who are at the start of their career. Very cool and very good to watch if you are not a Bayern Munich supporter. Gladbach 3, Bayern 0. Well, hot shots from Toni Kroos. Oh, the Bayern supporters will be smarting on their way back home tonight. Herrmann brings it away again. Royce is there, and now Bayern really have to slide into every single tackle here. Both of them going for the ball. I didn't see a foul there from Royce, even though David Alaba was complaining. Take a look again. Well, he's trying to get out of the way, and football is a contact sport. Bad news for Daniel van Buiten. Only lost 4 times in the first half of the season. Borussia Mönchengladbach. All of those defeats were by 1-0. Today, this 3-0 victory with 15 minutes to go. I think we can start saying that. It's one of the best victories of the season. Daniel van Buiten will have to come off after that dual battle and the tackle we saw with Marco Reus. Bad news for van Buiten. In the 12 games that he's played, he was always top of his performance. This is the reason why. Certainly no foul from Royce. Well, they'll take a look at him and give him a couple of minutes to recover. If not, and I don't think he will, and they'll have to bring in another player. We'll find out who it's going to be. Corner for Bayern. Number 6. After that run to the byline there from Toni Kroos. They could bring on Gustavo, and they are doing. Gustavo's the man that's coming on then for Daniel van Buiten. Squirms in the area, the chance here for Bayern is in! From Bastian Schweinsteiger on 76 minutes. It's Gladbach 3 and Bayern 1. Well, what a terrific start here to the Bundesliga on match day 18, and I'm sure you will agree. It's been a great game, and most certainly for Gladbach. And here, the luck of the bounce. Half clearance from Brewers. The ball comes to Schweinsteiger, and he hammers it home underneath the crossbar onto the top of the net for the first goal. Here, Badstuber with the ball blocked by Brewers. And Schweinsteiger scores his 3rd goal of the campaign. They need 2 more to salvage 1 point out of this match. Now, Bayern do have the calibre and the quality to do just that. The question is, will Gladbach allow them to? Rafinha Robin down the right-hand side. Having much leeway against Philip Darms today. Müller, Rafinha. Stransel's last touch. Header back into the area. Brewers away by Nordfight. We've got Royce there now. Arango. Quick break from Gladbach. Hanke. Philipp Lahm reads the situation. Müller. Schweinsteiger. Toni Kroos. Alaba. Not a good pass and chested down easily from Darms back to his keeper. Lovely dummy there from Royce. Luis Gustavo came on, by the way. Luis Gustavo Diaz, the Brazilian. Man that came in January a year ago from Hoffenheim for 17 million. He's coming on for his 8th appearance off the bench and the 16th in this campaign. There he is on the ball, filling in for the injured Daniel van Buiten. More of a midfield player, but he has played in that central defensive role as centre-half on quite a few occasions when Louis van Gaal was here. Much to the dismay not only of Van Buiten but also to most of the crowd. So Gomez tries to get the header in. Stransel covers him. "16 Bundesliga goals in 16 appearances. That looks like a look of dismay at the moment on the face of those two, Uli Hoeneß and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, whereas Jupp Heynckes still has the same look on his face that we saw minute 1 into this match. Nothing rattles you at the age of 66. Alaba. Well taken and well covered too there by Royal Brewers. Not 1 second too soon, Gomez was ready to pounce. Neuer. Rafinha. Müller. Curling ball for Alaba. Can't quite get the control on it, and Janschke clears with Hermann. Good ball. Hanke. And that's a corner. So time for a breather with 10 minutes remaining. And they're bringing on a substitute. The man that's coming on is the hero, Igor de Camargo, who scored the first goal of the campaign back on day 1 against Bayern Munich in Bavaria. And that was the first 3 points against Bayern. And it looks as though all 3 are in the bag again. Then on the 44th Bundesliga attempt, Borussia Mönchengladbach won the first leg for just the 2nd time ever. The only previous victory was in 95-96 season. And the man who scored a goal is coming on for Mike Hanke. Igor de Camargo. Corner number 4. Just the 10th appearance, by the way, today for Igor de Camargo. Schweinsteiger's header. Toni Kroos finds Alaba. Müller. Schweinsteiger. Looking a lot better in the second half now. Bastian Schweinsteiger, more confident. Robin. Rafinha. Alaba. Quite a live wire, the Austrian international. Rafinha. No. Very plump attempt there to claim a penalty. Well, the crowd were there with the whistle before the referee, but flag came up. Alaba just helping his opponent on the way, Philippe Dams. Gustavo. Rafinha. Hasn't produced that much danger or more danger than the man that was on the pitch before him, Jerome Boateng, although he's got a bit more pace down that right wing. That's why your Mike has brought him down, or brought him on the pitch. Alaba. Neustädter. That's a double back. Ter Stegen. Now we've got 6 minutes to go in this game of normal time. The referee may add on 1 minute, but I can't see him adding on much more. Maybe 2 of the squeeze. Alaba. And 2 goals needed still by Bayern to save face at least. And a point in from Lahm. Oh, the bounce comes to Schweinsteiger! Well, well, well. Martin Stranzl and his keeper Ter Stegen just waking him up here. This is more pally than anything else, I think. What are you doing? Whoa. It could have been an own goal, but it was cleared just away from Müller. 5 minutes remaining, and Bayern get their next corner. If I've counted correctly, number 7. Robben. Tony Yashka. Oh, the ball in from Robben again there. Arango clears away. Anyone will do clearance. Keeper Ter Stegen. Not quite expecting that ball to come in there, but had it covered anyway. Bayern doing more now, but not enough, and that's out for a goal kick for Gladbach and Ter Stegen. I think it's too little, too late here for the record German champions. 2 goals needed, 4 minutes remaining. And that tells its own story. Schweinsteiger looking for his brace. If that had gone in, it would have been wide open. Robben now from the left. Kroos. Gustavo. Philippe Lahm. Robben again down the left-hand side. Toni Kroos. Referee very close to that one. The challenge from Neustädter a bit too rough. 3 minutes. Floats it towards the penalty spot. And that one from Rafinha goes wide of the mark. And that clock is ticking for Borussia Mönchengladbach. 54,000 are here today. And the majority of them have been wearing green and white. And they will be wearing that tonight in bed, I'm pretty sure. If they do go to bed. Bayern top of the table. The halfway stage in the season still for the 17th time, by the way. In 14 of the previous 16 occasions that they were topping the table at the halfway stage here in the Bundesliga, they went on to win the championship. So, Marks is coming on, and we shall hear a rapturous applause here, and quite rightly deserved. Patrick Herrmann, the man that got the brace here. 2-0 and the 3-0. He comes off, and Marks comes on for him. Torben Marks, the 30-year-old oldie in the team here. 15th appearance, nice time off the bench. And somewhat of a time waster. Not trying to be too unfair, but that is the simple case. Barstuber clears. Gustavo. Referee's already looked at his watch and knows now that a minute is remaining. Alaba, Schweinsteiger. Last-ditch effort here, Rafinha. Neustädter, man who's going to Schalke at the end of the season with a little back heel. Throw in for Bayern. Toni Kroos brings it into the centre, but Gomez, with that flick, can't find a pair of red socks. Rafinha. Long cross to the far side where somehow they scraped the ball away. Torben Marks was there. 3 minutes of stoppage time, okay? Stransel slipped, recovered. Schweinsteiger. Wide of the mark. Dante on the left-hand side with his family here. I think enjoying every second of this match, even though he's out with that 5-card suspension. Has seen that his team really have performed today, and Lucien Favre had a smile on his face, and that might remain there until next week. In 2011, Dortmund were voted as being the best team in the Bundesliga. If I had anything to do with that one and that vote, I would have given it to Gladbach, the team that came back into the second half of last year's campaign and saved themselves and kept them in the Bundesliga. And since then, they've never looked back, and now are just 1 point away from Bayern Munich. One minute and 20 seconds to go. So, Leckie, the Australian young man, is coming on for another young man, but what a young man he is. Marco Reus. Might have got the opener if ever there was a doubt that the crowd were still behind him after he said just before Christmas, or just after Christmas, that he will be leaving for Dortmund. We heard the answer. Manuel Neuer gets behind the first shot from Lecky in this match just a couple of seconds after coming on. 20-year-old Australian. Arrived at the beginning of the campaign from Adelaide, by the way. Counting down the seconds. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Already over and done with. And the referee blows a whistle for an incredible start for Lucien Favre and Borussia Mönchengladbach in this second half of the campaign. Jupp Heynckes, the former Gladbach huge star of the 70s and former head coach, now here at Bayern Munich, has taken a beating here today. 3-1, the defeat against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Well, I'm pretty sure that there's a whole host of supporters out there, not only in the Bundesliga, but around the world, who enjoyed seeing those 3 points collected by Borussia Mönchengladbach. Bayern, always a team to beat. Last season, it was Dortmund who claimed the title. Bayern will still be top of the table until tomorrow. And we shall see what happens. Borussia Dortmund and Schalke are 3 points behind Bayern. Gladbach now, who started before this game on position number 4, will be, at least for tonight, in second position. 1 solitary point behind the record German champions. My name is Gary Preston. What a terrific restart here to the Bundesliga. All we have to say is join us again for all the goals and all the action that we shall see, not only tomorrow, but in the remaining 17 games coming your way here in one of the best leagues in the world, the Bundesliga. From Gary Preston, take care, keep the ball rolling. The end result, Borussia Mönchengladbach 3, Bayern Munich 1.
Setanta Sports, the only place to watch every game of UEFA Euro 2012.